Crypto Kids, welcome back to another video. This is a bit more of an emergency update because Bitcoin saw a breakout just a couple of hours ago with the confirmation on the bullish pennant structure that we discussed on the previous update approximately 36 hours ago. Now in this video, we mentioned that if we were to break above this resistance, then we could go a lot higher, and in fact we did open a trade. So to find out what my price targets for Bitcoin are, and if we may see a reversal from this point, because on the daily time frame, there's just such an important line of resistance that if Bitcoin does go down from it, it's not going to be looking too good. So stay tuned until the end, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to not miss out on any future updates whenever Bitcoin's forming a pattern or seeing a large breakout. Yeah, so make sure to stay tuned and you won't miss out. But going over into the price of Bitcoin. In the last video, we mentioned that 45,000 and 45,300 could be good lines of resistance for Bitcoin to head towards in terms of a target for number one, the bullish pennant, and number two, the inverse head and shoulder structure. So Bitcoin does have, in my opinion, a little bit more way to go before seeing a reversal, because the point we're at right now is not a key level of resistance, I would say. But if I jump into the daily time frame and look at the Fibonacci retracement, we can see that the 61.8 and the golden pocket do line up with good price resistance. So over here, we can see that we had a touch here on the 3rd of January, so like in the beginning of this year. And we can see that the wicks going towards after the ETF approvals, they also tested the 61.8. Therefore, 45K and 45.3K, the golden pocket on the fib, I think are two very important points where Bitcoin could come up to and find resistance on the daily time frame. So on my trade, which we opened, which I'm very upset that I couldn't add more capital to as Bitcoin is breaking out, because it did happen late at night. Congrats if you were able to. I'm not going to add any more margin to this. It was very low leverage anyways, but let's see what happens. I'll just leave it for now. Yeah, that was unfortunate. However, I do think that right now is a very crucial level of resistance. And the reason for this is because, look, on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is actually trading at the very important line of now resistance that broke down from support mid-January. And I mentioned that Bitcoin could come up to it once more time in the previous video, but now is a matter of, okay, are we going to break above it or now break lower? Why? Because the general rule with support and resistance lines are if the more times you actually come up and test it or come down and test it, the more weaker it becomes. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is actually testing it for the 3rd time in a row ever since we broke down from it. So this line of resistance now is pretty weak. And if Bitcoin manages to go over it, then I am expecting higher prices. However, it's important to note that Bitcoin is forming a rising wedge. And right now, we're literally at its resistance. So if we see a rejection here, then 43.5 or 43.2 is possible once again. And if we break down from that, then it's not going to be looking good for Bitcoin. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, just my personal tea and opinions only. Always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. But this is what I'm looking at. It's at a very crucial point. However, I'm super glad that this inverse head and shoulder structure and the bullish pennant actually ended up breaking higher, because over the past couple of weeks, we've not been doing much. We were just between the 43.1 and we briefly did drop towards the 38K level. So I'm super happy, massive congrats. And by the way, guys, if you are looking to be trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, you can check out the description below to get up to $68,888 worth in rewards by signing up to Bitflex using this link. And don't forget to join the free Telegram community where I share my TA beforehand, before making videos. So I wouldn't miss out on that. It's just some value that I love to give back to you guys because of your amazing support. So that's my analysis on the shorter term time frame and the daily time frame. If we go into the weekly, something very interesting happened. We saw a bullish crossover after seeing a bearish one literally 2 candles ago with the 3 and 7 period moving averages. This is a part of the Consensio trading system, and a bullish crossover does lead to huge moves towards the upside. However, because we saw this indecision in the market and 2 crossovers back to back, I am a little bit more skeptical. Very good support is at 34.7K, which I will be buying more Bitcoin at if we see a reversal before the halving. Right now, I'm not entering massive swing trade positions because I think the market needs more clarification on where we're going towards. That you could see a potential triple top here on the weekly time frame, but I think it's too early to say anything. I just want to see what Bitcoin does in the upcoming days, and I will be alerting you if I see a good personal opportunity to be entering into a larger position. Now, on the monthly time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is creating the sixth green candle back to back, and the last time we saw this was before the last halving cycle. Actually, it was after the last halving, and that led to a new all-time high at that time of $66,000, which we came up from $11,000. Now, seeing this after a halving is somehow okay. Why? Because usually 1 year after the halving, you see an all-time high, and that's what happened. But now we're looking at the movement here, and we saw 6 green candles back to back. Yes, maybe not in the same magnitude, but we're seeing momentum before the actual halving itself. So this is super, super bullish. Usually what Bitcoin does is we tend to see a drop down rather than a pump up. Now, this is bullish because with the momentum combined with the halving, Bitcoin could be heading a lot higher, breaking the previous all-time high a lot sooner than the usual average 200 days, and go up to potentially my target between $90,000 to $95,000 without an external factor like the US dollar potentially being devalued, which could take us a lot higher. We've discussed this multiple times on previous videos, but maybe I'll touch up on it on the future vids as well. However, that is my Bitcoin analysis. Just to revisit it once again, I think Bitcoin could be seeing some consolidation here due to the resistance that we have on the daily, and in the upcoming hours, we'll come to a conclusion whether Bitcoin will be trading higher, if the bulls will be winning this scenario, or if the bears will be taking over. And I will be giving any updates, of course, any important updates in the Telegram channel before I can make a video. So I would definitely go ahead and check it out using the link in the description below. But ladies and gents, I know it's early morning and I don't want to take too much of your time. So thank you so much for watching this video. Your support is always very much appreciated. But guys, have a beautiful day. I'm late for school. So take care, everyone, and bye-bye.